Now, the Tennessee Valley's certified most accurate forecast from the Fox 54 Weather Impact Team.
A very good morning and a very happy Saturday. Let's talk about Friday real quick. Close to record-breaking heat across North Alabama, southern Middle Tennessee. Over in the Shoals, they saw a high temperature yesterday afternoon of 88 degrees. At the Huntsville International Airport, so close to 90 degrees. It would have been the first 90-degree day of 2025. Maybe that goes without saying. Of course it would have been. It's only early April. Came incredibly close, though, saw a high temperature of 89 degrees. That ties the old record, obviously, of 89. It had been a really long time since we saw 89 degrees, specifically on April 4th. You got to go all the way back to 1969. That was the last time it was that warm on April 4th. We're going to get incredibly close to these numbers once again this afternoon. Look at this. Once again, temperatures climbing into the mid and upper 80s. Now, I would not be the least bit surprised if somebody ends up seeing 90 degrees this afternoon. Wind's going to be hard out of the south, breezy at times. We could be talking about sustained winds 15 to 20 miles per hour, wind gusts 22, 25 miles per hour. Now, is that going to cut into the heat just a little bit? Yes, but it's also going to intensify the heat. So once again, temperatures climbing into the mid and upper 80s. And like I said, if that wind is strong enough and steady enough, then I would not be the least bit surprised if somebody ends up seeing 90 degrees. We're also going to begin to see an increase in cloud cover across the Tennessee Valley as we go through Saturday afternoon and then especially as we head into Saturday evening. That in advance of our next round of showers and thunderstorms that's going to move into the Tennessee Valley Saturday night, early into Sunday morning. By the time we get to tonight, we're talking about that stationary boundary back off to the northwest. Still hanging out there. It's about to be a thing of the past, I promise. I feel like we've been talking about it for days. Well, we're about to be done talking about it. It's attached to an area of low pressure. Also attached to this area of low pressure is a cold front extending down. Now that cold front is going to build through the Tennessee Valley late tonight and then early into tomorrow morning. That cold front is going to bring the chance for some strong and severe thunderstorms to the Tennessee Valley. Looks like the biggest concern there definitely going to be the threat for some heavy rain, which could lead to some flash flooding, and the threat for some gusty, damaging winds. Here's Futurecast as we head into the later part of this afternoon, early into the evening. Still talking about a little bit of sunshine across northeast Alabama, Jackson, DeKalb, and Marshall counties. That's been a presiding theme over the last couple of days, where our friends over in northeast Alabama have gotten significantly more sunshine than our friends over in northwest Alabama, Lauderdale, Colbert, down into Franklin County. At the same time, a couple of isolated to widely scattered showers are going to be possible across the area. Certainly can't rule that activity out. Most of us are going to be dry, but if a rogue shower happens to develop over your head as you're heading out for your Saturday evening festivities, well, you certainly shouldn't be surprised. Here we are heading into the later part of the evening. 9 o'clock tonight, 10 o'clock tonight, robust line of showers and thunderstorms beginning to move into northwest Alabama. Once again, across northwest Alabama is going to be the greatest threat for severe weather. Again, heavy rain, gusty, damaging winds, and isolated spin-up tornadoes certainly can't be ruled out, but I really don't think that's going to be a widespread concern across the Tennessee Valley. 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, showers and thunderstorms becoming more widespread across the Tennessee Valley. 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, we're still talking about that widespread shower and thunderstorm activity, some pockets of very heavy rain where you're getting into some of the darker reds, getting into some of the brighter purples. We're also talking about some very gusty winds, wind gusts in excess of 60 or 70 miles per hour. And unfortunately, it looks like the rain is going to stick with us as we head into the middle and later part of Sunday morning. I believe the Bridge Street Town Center Half Marathon is going to be Sunday morning. Yeah, it's going to be really, really wet for that. By this point, the threat for any sort of severe weather is going to be over across the Tennessee Valley, but we are going to be talking about the continuation of the incredibly heavy rain. Out of all of this, some folks could get anywhere between 2 and 3 inches of rain across the Tennessee Valley. So I do believe that flash flooding is going to be a concern. Here we are, still talking about rain, even as we head into the lunch hour. Once we get beyond the lunch hour, the threat for rain is really going to begin to drop off across the area. Only small opportunities for rain as we head into your Monday. Looks like we're going to be dry Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Other miscellaneous opportunities for rain, really small miscellaneous opportunities for rain build into the Tennessee Valley by the time we get to next Thursday and Friday. Here's what I have for you this evening. Definitely going to be on the warmer end of the spectrum. 82 at 7, 79 by 8, 78 degrees by the time we get to 9 o'clock. I believe the Rocket City Trash Pandas are going to be at home this evening. Odds are better than not that game's going to be fine, but again, just be mindful that a rogue shower is possible. Showers and thunderstorms build into the Tennessee Valley through the overnight. Otherwise, it is going to be warm again tonight. Temperatures only dropping into the lower 60s. I've got a low temperature right around 62 degrees. Then we get to Sunday afternoon. Look at this. Much cooler across the Tennessee Valley. Temperatures only climbing into the upper 60s and lower 70s. So definitely going to be cooler, but those numbers actually seasonal for this time of year. We shouldn't be talking about temperatures in the mid and upper 80s pushing 90 degrees. We should be talking about temperatures in the lower 70s. I've got just 60 degrees on Monday, 58 degrees on Tuesday. We're going to start Tuesday in the upper 30s. I've got a low temperature Tuesday morning right around 39 degrees. We'll be cooler than that by the time we get to Wednesday morning, 36, climbing to the mid 60s though, with plenty of sunshine Wednesday afternoon. So all in all, while below average, it's actually going to be a really nice day. Upper 60s and lower 70s as we head into Thursday and Friday of next week.